Today we are working on my very first truck I have ever owned. We're dragging it out of the weeds, fixing all of the problems it has, and putting it back on the road where it belongs. I bought my first truck off of Craigslist way back in 2016. It's a 1974 Dodge D100 short bed with a 360 under the hood, but she was far from good. The transmission didn't shift, it ran rough, and both motor mounts were broken. So the engine was tilted to one side with a broken oil filter. And over the course of the next few months, I slowly fixed everything and videoed it and got it back on the road. There's even a playlist that I linked in the description of all the videos that I made back then. It was my daily driver. I drove it everywhere, including many trips to the drag strip, going to college a few hours away, and back and forth to work for quite a while. It was even the truck I took my wife out on our first date, and we even drove off from our wedding in it. Unfortunately, a few years ago, the brakes went out and it started overheating, so it was parked. Until today, this truck is extremely important to me, and we're putting it back on the road right now.
Oh yeah. Love this thing.
Have you ever heard this thing run?
I've seen it in different places, but I've never actually heard it run.
So it's a vehicle that I have loved, even though you can't tell it, for a long time. Oh, someone stole the carburetor and didn't put a rag in it. That's bad actually. That's got a lot of junk in it. Well, that's a problem. I didn't know that was like that. I was unaware of its situation. So we'll have to vacuum that out before we can crank it. Darn it. Well, whoops, I did not know that was like that, so that's good. Anyway, truck is a 360, automatic, factory air conditioning, factory power steering, factory power disc brakes, factory front sway bar, short bed, two-wheel drive, and I used to have this thing as pretty much my daily for a while there. It had some issues that came up recently, well, when I parked it, but I did a lot of work to this truck. Starting off with, I put this polished grill in it. It was all painted. I didn't like the way it looked. It's kind of ugly. I painted all this black and then it all chipped off as time went on. Put the chrome bumper on it with a chin spoiler. We put chrome wagon wheels on it with the Radial GT Cooper Cobras. Put a toolbox in it. This exhaust tips I wasn't really a fan of, but it's there. So we might do something different with the exhaust because it makes a terrible, terrible noise. But the interior was really bad when I bought it, which is not much better right now currently, but it had like shag carpet in it, which was it's really ugly. I put a rubber floor mat in it and then I put that seat in it, but over time the seat started like ripping away and it got really annoying to sit in, so I had to put a towel in it, and then now it's just holding a bunch of trash. So why did I park it, Briar? Good question. Thanks for asking. So this thing was, again, a good driver. We drove it up and down the road. I used it all the time, and it just started getting hot. It would run, and like my wife was driving it. She took it to a car show one day, and it just started getting really warm. I don't know why. It was blowing coolant out, but it had a brand new radiator in it at the time. And then the rear brakes went out. And from that point on, like, you had to mash the pedal really hard to get it to stop, and it was just dangerous. So when I brought it over here, I parked it in this spot. But it has been cranked, and unfortunately, time has just got it dirty. Time has got it where weeds are growing up around it, and I want to fix it. And unfortunately, the carburetor was stolen because we used it to make other vehicles run. So again, I put it under the hood. I had put the 4-barrel intake on it. I painted the valve covers. I had to put a transmission in it at one point because the transmission was junk. The motor mounts were both broken when I bought it, and the engine was laid over on one side and it cracked the oil filter. I mean, it was just flopping around. So I had to put 2 new motor mounts in it, change the oil in it, again, put a transmission in it so I could drive it, and here she sits. So unfortunately, it's just had the test of time thrown at it, and now time is no longer an issue. I want this thing to be a running and driving vehicle once more. But it starts with getting all these acorns out of the intake, which makes me really sad that they're in there. But we're gonna try and make it run to pull it up to the shop, but now I'm kind of worried about what's inside there. So I don't know if I need to do that or not. I forgot about this, but another issue that it really had was that it dumped oil out of somewhere. I mean, it just kept, I could not find it. I thought it was the fuel pump, thought it might have been the timing cover, water pump, wherever it's at, I don't know. But it leaks oil so badly that you had to put a quart in it pretty often. And this engine, I think, is a reman. Like, it actually runs very well, but it leaks oil so badly that it's time that it needs to be gone through. And that's our plan. We want to fix this thing, and we're going to put it back on the road, but we're going to do it right this time. And we're actually going to pull the engine out, re-gasket everything, and then get it to where it stops good, and then put probably a new radiator in it, I guess, and then put it back on the road.
Nice battery.
Real beaut, huh? We just got this thing and got it running. We're about to see if it'll do something. She's been used probably in the past 10 or 15 years, and we're about to test out its usefulness right now.
Hey, so many spider webs. Comfortable seat though.
Good?
I'm in neutral.
Hey, there we go. Everybody needs a truck, and ever since my blue one went down, I got this Cummins here to replace it. Now, I use this thing a lot, and I put a lot of miles on it, and there's something I wanted to show you to make it very useful. Check this out. This is the Wolfbox G900. Installation is simple. You've got these two rubber straps that actually mount to your existing rear view mirror. And once you get your rubber straps installed, you take all the wires that you hid, and you plug them in. You can go through your cigarette lighter or do a more permanent solution like I did. Then you pop the hood, find your fuse panel, and wire it into one of your additional accessory fuses. So now you got a 15 amp fuse that plugs right into the factory harness. And what I like about this camera is how simple it is to install, but look at how the view is on that thing. Man, that's a giant Lincoln right there. So there's your front facing camera. This will actually look out across the hood. You also have the ability for GPS monitoring. You have your speed, your direction, and you can switch between views. There's a front camera, there's a split screen, and then there is the rear view camera. And speaking of the rear camera, you got three options. You can mount it with the adhesive they supply, you can go directly to your license plate, or you can hard mount it like I did, and I just went straight to the bumper, lined it up with our ball because I can back a trailer up so much easier without having to get out of the truck. So now I can put the truck in reverse, and it's wired into my reverse lights. So watch this, I can back straight up to this trailer, no problem. Perfectly lined up every time. Now I have the ability to monitor everything around me with up to 4K video quality to ensure my safety and the safety of others. The bumper camera is dust and water resistant, so it will survive the elements. The sensors have PureCell Plus technology and support HDR recording, so it can clearly capture license plates and details in low light and other challenging conditions. Onboard Wi-Fi video transmission speed is bumped up to 5.8 gigahertz or 8 megabits per second, which allows for easy downloading of driving footage. When it comes to reviewing your footage, you've got a couple options. You can either pull the SD card out, or you can actually go onto the Wolfbox app, review everything through the internal Wi-Fi, and download it directly to your phone. So don't miss out on this opportunity, guys. Go down in the link in the description below and get your very own Wolfbox dash cam. Thanks, Wolfbox, for sponsoring us. Let's get back to it.
Now that it's in the shop, it's time to pull the engine. We've already got coolant draining. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum off the intake just to get a fresh start so we know what we're doing. Radiator out, unbolt the exhaust, unbolt the bell housing, and other than that, should just be a few little things to get this thing out.
I put a transmission in it, and it's honestly one of the best I've ever had. Paid 75 bucks for it at a swap meet.
Wow.
Had no idea what was wrong with it. And guess what?
It worked.
Nothing was wrong with it. What do you think of this janky exhaust? It's very low hanging, ain't it?
Well, good thing it's a truck.
Yeah, if we didn't have the ground clearance, we'd be in trouble. I want to put different mufflers on it. It sounds pretty good, but the way that the exhaust is done, it's just not that very good. Wow, it's oily.
Rust preventative, you mean?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It leaks out of the front, and I guess the rear too.
So any place it can leak, it looks
All
like
of
it
it,
does.
yes. Get this last torque converter bolt out. Hey, they were all tight, so that's good.
Oop, right there.
There we go. The bolts for the exhaust flange for the pipe one of them spins and the bolt head is so corroded, you can't put a wrench on it. So we've just decided we're gonna drop the whole manifold and hopefully we can just cut the bolt and replace it at that point. It's always something, ain't it?
Always something.
Off she goes. Come on. Come on. What am I stuck on? Nothing now.
There you go.
We have everything unhooked. Well, we think we do. All the wiring is done, the bell housing bolts, torque converter, everything is unhooked. Power steering pump is laying over there in limbo. We think it's ready to come out. We're about to find out if we missed something or not. But I'm a little nervous and a little sad because this engine has never been out of this truck, at least in my ownership. Kind of weird to pull a perfectly running and driving engine out of a truck. For what? I don't know, but we're gonna make it better. That's why. Let me go ahead and put a little pressure on it. Oh, there we go. I need to pry a little bit between the engine and transmission. Let me take a little bit off, get them to separate. Ah, yes, my utensil. I'm dangerous with a pry bar.
I'm scared.
There is no gap. There is on the other side.
Hey, check this side.
Thanks. Didn't think about that. It's ready to come loose. So just maybe put a little bit more pressure on it. It's separating. All right, we're out of the mounts. Brian, I don't know if this is premature or not, but I think we got it. I think we successfully unhooked everything that it could possibly be hooked to it.
First tries.
All right, go forwards or backwards. Okay.
I don't know how close the fan.
We're good. Come on up. What are we hitting over there?
It's just about steering pump.
Okay. Come on up. Rise, my beautiful 360. You don't know what's about to hit you, old pal. Whoop!
How was that?
Spoke too soon. One little tiny plug for the AC
air conditioning?
compressor.
Are you kidding?
Well, I broke it anyway, so it's fine. Here you go. Oops.
See, I'm not used to working on air conditioning vehicles.
No, who needs them? Oh, yes. Look at all this room.
Look at all that rust prevention.
There's a lot of rust prevention on this thing. Truck, did you soil yourself? Well, we're close. Darn it, I thought we could clear.
Oh, we can now. Look at that.
Yes!
I thought I put it up.
You did, it just tilted just a hair. Here, get it out from under it, and then drop the engine down a fuzz. It's just leaning over. It started tilting pretty good. Okay, that's good. There you go. Only a little spillage.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
A bucket.
Catch it all like it's a Pokemon. Whoa, right on my toes. Love to see it. That's nasty.
That might be a factor of why it was overheating.
Could be.
Wow.
And I'm fairly certain it's at least been touched at some point, because it does have brass freeze plugs. Hey, it's missing a motor mount bolt too.
Perfect.
It's funny how that works.
It's blue. I like blue.
It's not bad.
I've definitely seen worse.
It was leaking profusely out of the pan, probably the rear main, probably the front main. I mean, the whole thing was just gooped. And we have an opportunity now to pressure wash everything. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take and just probably touch up the frame rails, touch up in some places, really get the inner fenders and firewall as clean as we possibly can, and then put it all back together. But that is going to help tremendously. And on our engine over here, if you look right here, she's got brass freeze plugs in her. So again, somebody has been here. Someone cooked, we just don't know who. If it was rebuilt, it was a very stock rebuild. You know, if they did anything upgrade-wise, it was extremely mild. Right there it says 360. So she is a 360 engine. And somebody painted it too. Like, I mean, these are brass. They painted over it in blue. When I got it, again, it had a 2-barrel on it. I put a 4-barrel intake and took the valve covers off at the same time, painted all that blue, and it looked so nice. But then it got dirty. So, you know, as one does. I wonder what year this thing's from. Let's see if it's the original engine. Yep, 74. So this is the original engine. If it's been rebuilt or just, you know, messed around with, we'll find out here shortly. But first things first, we need to get it. Oh, that's loose.
Oh.
I did that. No, I did that. Because I was going to take it off the top side and I changed my mind. So yeah, let's get this thing on a stand and get all this junk off of it so we can clean it up and make it look a little bit prettier. Well, we were starting to clean some stuff out and look inside the truck and get some of the trash out of it. And well, we found a little guy, except he's breathing. Like he's actively alive. So we might just set him back out to pasture and do the ethical thing here. Briar's gonna catch him. Is he hurting?
I don't know, but he's breathing.
He is breathing. Maybe he's just taking a good little nap or something.
I hope so.
Yeah. We just opened the door and he was laid in there. So we'll set him back outside and hopefully he'll be all right. But that's where he belongs. Sorry, guy. Hopefully there's nothing else in here that we're going to find that's a mystery. I didn't know this ratchet strap was in here. That's a nice little unit. Oh, a lint roller. Probably drove to church or something and had to get cleaned up. Yeah, because there's one of my Sunday shirts. But for some reason, it's... Yeah, I'm going to throw that away.
Yeah, it's cooked. Looks like there have been a lot of mice living in here.
I think you're right. Yeah, it looks like a little pee-pee station going on right here, ain't it? Yeah, some doo-doo. Yeah, we'll probably just throw this towel away. I might put a glove on. How's that?
Great idea. Rearview mirror, we'll keep that.
I don't know why that fell off.
And a rider's receipt.
Typical.
More Gatorade.
Gatorade! This used to be my go get some parts and, you know, set up a nice little workbench with a tailgate back in the day until the brakes went out on me. Yeah, I tucked it up in there because the seat kept ripping on me and I didn't like it. Because when I first put this seat in, the rip was like very small, and then over time it started getting worse and worse and worse, and I just put a towel on it so that it wouldn't like get any worse, but I guess it did. Especially, it kept the mice off of it at least.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot about
Were you bumping back here?
Yeah, dude. I paid $5 for that at a swap meet, and I was so proud of it. That sucker was wired in. It's ready to go. Is that tire shine?
Tire shine.
Oh,
Still
man.
got some in it too.
Oh, we're going to use it. We'll see if it'll work.
Waterless wash and wax, full bottle, brand new.
Brand new, dude. We're going to clean this thing up. It's going to look beautiful.
Is this a Challenger mirror? No, it's not a Challenger mirror.
It looks like it might be. It's some kind of mirror for a E-body or A-body. Here's the gas pedal.
Oh, that's good.
More rags.
Rag.
Oh, there's an overflow tank. Why do I have that back there?
Oh.
I've already got one.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Junkyard digs! No way! Why did I never install that? I had hundreds of them. He probably hid that in here when I wasn't looking. Here's a quart of oil. I do remember that. Yeah, because this thing would leak so much you'd have to top it off with oil.
You had an O'Reilly's gift
No!
card. You never used it.
No! When did it expire?
2019.
Are you kidding me? Dang it. We missed out on my 5 bucks. Another quart of oil.
More oil.
Why not? All right, well, that's cleaned out. Might even just pressure wash the heck out of the floor too. I put this rubber mat in it, but there's a hole in the floor right there where your heel goes. And as you're driving, my heel would go into the floor. As time went on, I just broke a hole in the floor. So I might pull that back and just like put a patch panel in there just to get some support back. Because as you're driving, you can definitely see the ground. So not a problem, easy fix. I just never fixed it because I didn't care. And you can see I was driving in this thing because I'm a big fan of the Yoo-Hoo.
The only person I've ever seen drink a Yoo-Hoo.
That's a lie.
No, legit, I have not seen anybody drink one of those until I started working for you.
That's a lie.
No.
Yoo-Hoos are fantastic, and obviously I drank it and threw it on the dash, and that was it, along with the Sprite can. Goes to show you how long this thing's been there. Like, you can barely read it. If y'all like Yoo-Hoos, let me know down in the comments below because they're amazing. You basically get a workbench with the glove box lid.
It is huge.
Yeah, it's really nice. And the fuse panel's right there. Pop that lid off and you can see all the different, the fuse panel lid. You can see my heater fuse. Oh, I guess I stole it. Because I used to have one, the heater would always pop fuses. So I had one of those fuses that like every time it would trip, once it cools off, it'll just like go back to working. The heater constantly trips. Probably what's wrong with the blower motor right now is the fact that it
overloaded.
Yeah, it overloaded. It would constantly, like it melted it out. But that's a common thing on these trucks. I don't know why, but this thing had a nuclear heater and it would work so well. Look at all these leaves back here. Dang. Get out of there. Not too bad. Just a couple winters worth. Nothing crazy. It smells terrible.
Oh, it does.
Why does it smell bad?
Leaves.
Get it out of here. Put that thing in there by myself. It wasn't fun, but I did it.
Wow. Still a nice seat. Just
It is. It just got a little ripped up. We got the vinyl mat out, and I mean, it's not terrible. We got a little rust hole right there. The passenger side floor pan's okay, but this side right here, well, it's not doing too hot. It's pretty rusty. You can see, I mean, it moves around a good bit. And that right there, I've made it worse over time with my foot laying there. And honestly, we need to replace the floor pans, put the cab It does have some rust in the top here. So at the end of the day, it's probably better to just patch it. A set of floor pans will be nice for it in the future, but for now, we're just gonna do what we need to do to get it to where there's no holes in the floor. Ryder's gonna vacuum up some of the crud in it, because it's full of it, that's for sure. The sad part is, I'm pretty sure I did all this. I've already vacuumed it once, but that was, 8 to 10 years ago. This thing's nasty. Look at the cross member. You can really see it in the light now. It was leaking oil quite a lot. So I'm gonna gunk it real quick. Got some engine degreaser here. Yes. This thing's gonna look so good when it's all done. It's gonna look brand new. Some might even say better than new.
Wow.
We still never got that exhaust manifold out. I forgot.
Still there. It's fine. That stuff kind of stinks.
Yeah, but it works.
I won't doubt that.
One whole can down.
Covered most of it. It did. Wow.
The engine is now on the stand, and I'm curious to just see what we've got going on. Factory air conditioning truck. These fuel hoses I put on by myself, and they're hard as a rock. That's crazy to me. Like, there's zero give to them. That's a fire waiting to happen right there. So we need to replace that. The valve covers, I've put new gaskets on them. Still leaked. Don't know why. This is where the exhaust leak was. It was really loud, really obnoxious to drive, but I drove it for years like that. The clutch fan might be a culprit for why it was running hot, because it's not very tight. We'll probably replace that when we go and put it back in together, but I figured we can go ahead and pull the valve covers off, get the intake out of the way, and just see how she looks on the inside. The last time I was in here, it really looked good. Pretty please. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh yeah, looks good. Smells a little nasty, a little gassy. There we go. Oh yeah, looks just as good. Valve cover, what was your deal? Why were you leaking? Might not have been tight. It looks like it was sealing fine, but probably just didn't want to do its thing. I'll tell you what's fun is putting this thing on while the engine's in the truck. Oh, that thing weighs like 500 pounds. Good gracious. Get out of there. Hey, there's blue under there. How convenient. Golly. Hey, it's on there. Hey, I glued it on good, that's for sure. Oh, I put my entire weight on it and nothing happened. What in the world? Wow. Ooh, wow. My intake gaskets won't let go. There it went. Now she's free. Yeah. You're no longer allowed to be on there, especially to look that way. Oh.
Wow.
Yep, good thing we didn't crank it because that intake port is very full of junk sitting right on top of the valve. Woo, that would have been fun. I don't think it would hurt anything, but I didn't want to find out. Threw the intake and the valve covers back on. I really wanted to get the AC compressor off because all this is disgusting. But I did find a spot where it was leaking oil right here at the timing cover. You can see the gasket's pinched and it's actually leaking right now. So that is one of the leaks. I don't know if it's the only leak, but makes sense to me. So I got another can of gunk here. Gonna melt it all right off. This thing is very gross.
Rust prevention. Don't forget that.
Something like that. No broken rockers. Nice sight. Get in there. Push rods?
Aren't those supposed to be bent?
Yeah. Who wants straight push rods? Not me.
Are these heads anything fancy?
No. They're just
Didn't think so.
360 heads. They have bigger intake ports compared to a 318 just because they had the 4-barrel option. Nice. That looks clean in here.
Yes, it's very nice.
It's always been a decent running engine and decent internally, so can't complain one bit.
Someone changed their oil on time too,
That would be me.
which is pretty rare.
Yep. Yeah, these are 360 heads. See, it's got a 360 cast in it right there.
Yeah.
They look like 318 manifolds to me, but what do I know? Yeah, that one was crusty. Gross. Oh, whoa. That was easy. That was easier than the intake. I barely put any on it. What does that say? Should I be nervous about that?
Hey, watch your feet.
Hush, coolant. No more.
Ew.
It's so gross. Why is it brown?
I'm going to say that's your overheating problem.
Pretty much. What if it blew a head gasket?
Wow, that looks really good.
The head gasket looks fine.
It does look good.
Well, at least this side does. Easy. so easy.
Ew.
Get out of there. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, well.
Oh.
Oh, darn it. Who did that?
Looks very good. All the cylinder walls look fine.
Nice. Guess what?
Didn't show this earlier, but it's 30 over.
30 over. I figured it was. I mean, it's a stock rebuild, but it does not have hardly any miles.
The walls look great. They feel great.
No ring ridge, but yeah, no wear. No excessive wear, at least. Love to see that. Really excited for that. Some of the oil pan bolts were legitimately finger tight.
Wow.
Oh, I just like to do this so that I can see what's in the oil pan. A little water from when we pressure washed it. Any sediment?
Nothing.
Yeah, a little water got down into the intake because it wasn't bolted on tight. I don't see anything in here that would be concerning.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Got the lifters out. All of them came out real nicely. Everything looked really clean. And we were talking about, it did run very well and all the lifters were super smooth to get out. Nothing was wrong with this engine mechanically. It just leaks like crazy. But I do have a 340 cam that we could put in it. I don't know. Or just leave it alone because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But at least now we can flip the engine over and kind of see what's going on. How's it look on there?
Not bad.
Yeah, to clean up.
The bearing looks a little rough, but it's fine.
Still tight? Well, it seems all right in
Yeah.
there. The coolant for some reason is just disgusting. I don't know what happened. I didn't put anything like stop leak in it or nothing. I don't know why it's acting like this all of a sudden. Oh, there you go. There we go. Oh, oops. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, the dipstick tube was broken in 2 pieces actually, so that is more than likely the culprit for the leak on this side. All right, Mr. Sir, you come with me. Ugh. Sloppy timing chain. There you go. Wow, that's bad. I gotta see what cam I have, because it sure isn't fast. Come on out, big pal. It's a 3/4 race cam, I think.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, probably just a stock replacement. So we pulled the camshaft out and found a part number on the back that we were able to cross-reference with a Melling part number. And all it is a stock replacement camshaft. The specs are intake and exhaust lift are 410 on both sides, and then intake and exhaust duration on both sides at 50, 203. So it's basically a broomstick. I mean, it's not a powerful camshaft at all. So again, but this was a stock rebuild, stock replacement deal. So we didn't touch these. These are loose as is. Like, the only thing I unbolted was this, and that's how that mount was. This mount too.
It's missing a bolt.
Yeah, this one, like, these aren't even tight. We did not touch those bolts, so this thing was just flopping around.
We would have been doing flips if we got it to run.
Yeah, I don't know why they were so loose. Like I said, I've never touched the actual mounts themselves. Well, as much fun as it would be to make this thing be lumpy, have a big old fat cam in it, and relatively undrivable, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put this stock cam right back in its place because genuinely this truck was a good running and driving vehicle. I'm going to leave it like that. And it's already broke in, so we don't have to worry about any of that. Maybe one day we'll upgrade it, but I don't want to right now. I just want to drive my truck and it'd be nice. Well, I had a little tech tip for you guys on these small block timing chains, but the camera decided to die right in the middle of that clip, so I'm sorry. I had put the timing chain on and then put the timing cover on, but all that's lost. I'll just tell you what I did. If you use a later model 90s Magnum tensioner and chain kit, it'll actually bolt directly on here and you have a tensioner, and it's really, really nice and it's awesome. It's direct fit and it works. So blame the camera for that one. I did film it, but I apologize. We're gonna go ahead and put the heads on. I've got the gaskets in place, got everything cleaned up. The head surfaces are cleaned up as good as they need to be. I've got the heads cleaned up as well on the intake and cylinder head surfaces. Let's go ahead and drop them on. The great thing is that all this still looks fantastic. That 30 over bore size and very little wear on the pistons makes me feel so happy. All right, get in there. There's one. Now, if you're paying attention earlier, we pulled all the lifters and put them in a box in the order that they came out because you got to put them right back in where they came from. Because these things are actually cut on an angle, both the lobe of the cam and the lifter itself, because they have to spin. Now, unlike a roller cam setup, that's not the case because it literally has a roller in the lifter and the cam is actually ground completely flat. But this one, again, has to have the lifter spin because it's a flat tappet cam, and if it doesn't spin, then it's actually going to wipe the cam lobe. And we do this by putting them back in together because whenever the cam was broken in, they all get matched to that specific lobe and that specific lifter. So it's very important you put them exactly back where they go. And with all of our push rods in, Dad always taught me this little trick. If you get the rocker arms like angled down and you touch the very top of the valve spring, you just roll them on like such. And now for this side, now we'll torque it all down. Our valve train assembly is ready to go. All right, and there you go. Let's drop the oil pan on. See if we can do this first try, please. All right, now to bolt it down. Now that we have the oil pan on, we can add some oil. I've got 10W40 here. I'm gonna pour it all on top of the camshaft just to make sure that everything's okay. I want to prime it. I actually want to see the engine actually build up some oil pressure. And to go along with that, we've got a little bit of the STP oil treatment. It's a good zinc additive. We'll drop that in there and let it do its thing because it takes forever. And now I've got a rod going down into the oil pump attached to my drill here, and we're going to spin it up until we hear a load. We've got to fill up the filter, and then we got to get pressure going up. And as we do that, we're going to rotate the engine because we've got oiling holes that have to line up perfectly to get to each cylinder head. I see oil coming out of the lifters. Oh, all right, there's one side. All right, we'll stop and let that drain back out. So this side's primed. There it is. Ow. We got it. Both sides are oiling. Well, I've got my intake gaskets resting on the heads, and then we made walls in the rear and front with RTV. So now we're gonna drop our intake on there, and hopefully everything lines up and bolts on. I don't know whose idea it was to do cast iron intakes, but oh, here we go. I could change it, but my dad gave me this one and I kind of like it. It's actually an original 340 intake, believe it or not. Oh, in you go. Oof, sucker's heavy. Get you started. Always start with the 4 corners of the intake bolts, because once you get those locked down, everything else should be a breeze. Somebody over tightened the valve covers here and actually pushed the metal through where the washer was riding against the valve cover itself, and that's why this valve cover was leaking so much. And it's actually the same thing on this bolt hole here too. So I'm actually going to weld it up. Let's just seal these off, make sure that there are no more problems, because I like these valve covers. They were what were on it, but a little tiny fix can make this thing just that much better. Again, one of the biggest reasons why I parked this thing was simply for the fact that the rear brakes gave up on me. And I don't remember which side it was, but I did pull the drum off probably 2 years ago and figured out that, yep, it's leaking pretty bad. Let's see. Who is it? I think it's this one. Golly, it's wet. Oh, get out of there.
Ooh, that one don't look good.
Gross. Yeah, I think it melted the shoes a little bit.
That one don't look as wet.
Yeah, it's not as bad, but it's still...
That's like fresh.
Yeah, it needs to be replaced on both sides. I'm gonna clean all this with some brake cleaner because I don't want to touch any of this. Please come off. That's been on there for a while. Oh, I think it's cooked on. Wow. Hey, guess what, Ryder?
It's not coming off.
Nope, not even remotely trying to.
Oh.
Ooh, it's caked on, that's for sure. Well, these shoes are a little worse than I thought. I'm a little nervous about them being just like straight up soaked with brake cleaner. So even though they are still, full of life, we're gonna go ahead and take them out as well. All right, let's get that out of there.
Right.
And while we're here, we're gonna pull the axle out and replace this broken wheel stud. Come on out, little guy. Don't be shy. Everything's gonna be all right. We're gonna throw you in the trash can. Oh, gross. I hope this comes out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that.
Like butter.
Easy.
Ew,
gross. Well, it took me 50 forevers, but I cleaned the backing plate as best I can. I'm gonna go ahead and put our new wheel cylinder back in its place. We have everything brand new. Start of making things better. Look at there. Progress is progress, no matter which way you look at it. Ooh.
That's moving. Easy as pie.
Look at there, installed.
Perfect.
We have all new wheel cylinders. We've got new shoes on each end, and that should take care of everything. It's all been deep cleaned. We soaked all the hardware in gas, and that got all that crud off of there. And now we have a new wheel stud in our axle, and that should fix pretty much every single problem that we had, at least for the rear brakes as far as they're concerned. And there you go. And the final piece of the puzzle, Briar went and resurfaced our drums, and they look fantastic. Slide this puppy on, and guess what? Brakes are done. Because while I was working out the passenger side, Briar went ahead and took care of the driver's side. So our rear brakes are completely rebuilt, and hopefully that means it'll work now. Do the thing, Briar.
I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Let's bleed them. I wasn't really aware of how bad the floor is. It's not just here, but it's everywhere. It needs an entire floor pan, and I don't have one. But you know what I do have? Is a nice little car tag that you can put right up under your feet, so that way you don't push it right through the floor anymore.
That's the best floor patch I think I've ever seen.
Body work, you know, we're really good at it. We did pressure wash this thing, but it's gotten dirty since then. So we'll clean it up. We'll scrub it one more time. I didn't think about the fact you'll be able to see Georgia through the big crack in the floor.
Hey, with your foot in the way, it won't matter.
Ah! Look what we did, Briar. Wow!
That's very pretty.
Got the seat back in. The interior's looking nice. We still need to kind of wipe this off and then vacuum the seat just a little bit, but much better than what it started off with, that's for sure.
Yes.
Ooh. This is my favorite thing to do, was wipe down this floor mat and make it look shiny. We're gonna do that with some of Poppy's Patina interior dressing. Oh yeah. Make it look like $1 million instead of $500,000, you know?
Yes. This truck is priceless.
It really can't go anywhere. This is gonna be brand new.
Pretty much.
This poor dash is a little faded, but you know what? Look at that. You never know it.
Brand new.
And these glove box lids are hard to find. They're only for 75 and back. And mine's got a crack in it, but you know what? It's fine. If you can find a nice lid for one of these, let me know. Looking good. Floor mat looks good. The dash looks good. Seat looks good. So we pressure washed these wheels, but the problem is that they're still very dirty. Like, I can scrub that by hand and it comes off. Look at the difference. But we've got some light rusting because they are chrome and they always did that. They would start to rust a little bit. So I've got this thing called an SOS pad. It's basically a really, really light steel wool ball. It's got soap mixed in with it. So if you take a little water, wet your wheels, and then, well, I guess I should wet this thing too. And then just start scrubbing. It will take a lot of that light rusting off. Now, I'm not expecting these wheels to be perfect because they probably haven't been cleaned in 3 or 4 years. But you can get some very light surface rust off of these chrome wheels like that. And it's going to polish it basically and make it shine like brand new. So even if it's not perfect, at least they look shiny.
Wow.
Like new money. Wow. I forgot how good they looked. Man.
Yeah, that's a big difference between that side and this side. Major
Borderline.
difference. I can barely look at it.
It's blinding. Dang, that chrome looks good. Those US wheels, they shot up. They are nearly 10 years old and they still look just as good. I mean, slight rust spots in them from not being cleaned for so long, but they're so small that you really won't notice it when it's on the truck. Man, I tell you what, that Chrysler blue looks amazing. Look at that. Ooh, golly, those valve covers are looking really good. I cannot wait to see this thing in the engine bay. But before we do any of that, I've got all the brackets and pulleys, AC compressor and everything painted in black. So we'll go ahead and throw those back on there real quick. And then this thing's gonna look 10 times better. The blue and black combo, it's undefeated. It doesn't get any better than that, guys. Let's throw this thing together. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, that's a good looking engine if I do say so myself. That blue turns out extremely nice. It's one of my favorite colors. Now what you can see here is that we have done a couple extra things off camera. I went ahead and put our manifolds on. I primed and painted these with silver. I just thought it looked cool. I mean, it's a good color combo. Got all of our spark plugs back in. Got the motor mounts painted and bolted on. Alternator bracket is on. Everything except for the alternator. Still waiting for that to show up. And then we have the AC compressor, a new fan with a clutch, pulley for the water pump, pulley for the crank. I even put the heater hoses on because I'm ready to put this thing in. We've got the upper radiator hose on. The kick down lever here for the throttle kick down is all painted and on. The throttle return spring bracket is on. And I put the distributor in because it's really simple to do right now, and it's thereabouts where it needs to be. So besides putting the flex plate on and the alternator, this thing's ready to go in the truck. And once that happens, I cannot wait to hear this thing fire up. It has been a long time coming and a lot of effort, but she's going to be beautiful and sound good. So this flex plate can only go on one way, and I always just do a little dab of white paint or whatever color you want that you can see very well, and I just paint it in a little spot. So if you can see that, there's a little spot right here, and then on the flex plate side, I did the exact same thing and then matched it with torque converter. So that one is actually right here. These have to be bolted on a certain way as well. I'll get in the truck before I put the engine in and make sure that the torque converter bolt that matches that is pretty much in the same orientation. Just makes things a little bit easier because I have put stuff together. Then you got to rotate the converter 50 different times. You bolt 3 in, and then you get to the very last one and it doesn't work. We've got the flex plate torqued. Torque converter is lined up where it needs to be. Time to lift this beautiful blue engine into the sky and drop it into our beautiful blue truck. All right, engine, time to come down. Please be nice to me. Please, please, please. Got plenty of room up here. Still a little too far back. Barely missed the wiper motor. Glad I didn't see that until it was too late. The engine looks nice in there. Ain't gonna lie, I like it. It's looking really good. I'm glad we took the time to clean up the engine bay and make it look a little bit better while we had the engine out. Now underneath the truck, what I've gone ahead and done is I hooked up all of our exhaust. I hooked up the torque converter. I got the bell housing bolts in -1 because I couldn't reach it. So I'm gonna drop the truck down now and get that last bell housing bolt. But before I do that, I do want to put the radiator in because it's easier to get the bottom hose with the truck in the air. But realistically, I mean, right now the truck could run if I put a carburetor and the distributor cap on it. I mean, that's all it's going to take. Here's the old shroud. This is not actually to this truck, but I got it from somewhere and it's been on this thing ever since. And it works pretty good. It doesn't really fit that well. Well, it kind of does. I have to zip tie 1/2, okay? But you got to put it in first. I bought this radiator brand spanking new from the Advanced Auto Parts. Oh, I'm backwards. But the problem is, I believe the reason that it was running hot before I got this radiator was that the engine was full of stop leak, and over time, all of it ran into this radiator. I flushed it out the best I can. I came out clear water, but I doubt that it's all of it out, and I didn't really know what else to do. So what we're gonna try and do, get it running, fill it up with a radiator flush, and then try that. The last step here is to put the carburetor on. We've got the distributor with the cap ready to go. It's all plugged in, got the coil wired in, our alternator's wired in, the heater hoses are hooked up, so I'm hoping that this is the last step. Now we have to adapt this to a square bore pattern because this is a square bore intake. So to do that, put this adapter from Mr. Gasket on it, like so. This is what I used to have on this thing, but I stole it and put it on something else, and I have no clue where it went. Now this adapter, it ain't going nowhere no more. It's staying right here. Well, dang, we're finally back to the beginning of the video when we were trying to put this carburetor on the first time. This carburetor does have a gasket that is glued to the bottom of it, so it does have a good one on it. Now, it looks like I'm not putting one on. Well, the time has come. It's time to crank it up. And if I did everything right, hopefully it'll fire up. I've got the fuel line hooked up to the carburetor, and I've got hopefully everything else sorted out. The distributor's loose, so I can mess around with the timing. If it's not right, let's spray a little gas down in here. Hope that it works. Say a little prayer, and we're off to the races. Here we go. Uh-oh. The relay might be bad. Let me get a screwdriver. Oh. This battery might be dead. Uh-oh. Well, new battery it is. Okay, so I added a ground strap to the back of the intake, the very last intake bolt, and bolted it to the firewall, because what was happening was every time I tried to crank it, this ground cable, this little tiny one, would get really hot. So I figured that had to be what it was. Let's try the key now. Maybe it'll work this time. No, still doesn't work. Interesting. Well, we can still try it from right here. I hooked up the power probe just to see what things were doing. A little bit easier to do. Oh yeah, much better. Picking up fuel, I can see it in the filter. It should have done something by now. Oh, melted that one. The cable's still getting dang hot. I might just unbolt that, because that ain't good. That's new. It didn't do that before. Well, fun fact, you don't get spark if the key's off. So key is on now. Whoa, we got something that time. Let me spray a little bit more fuel down in here. I don't know if we're getting enough to make it fire. Woo! We might be 180 degrees out. All right, round 722. I rotated the distributor 180 degrees. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, a little sign of life. Oh, come on. Aha! Still very light. Might have to rotate the plug wires. I've run out of advance here. Let me, we blew the cap off. I just replaced it. We blew a vacuum cap off of this thing, and it's sent the second one into orbit. I think I got it this time. We've rotated the plug wires, backed off the timing, so that way it seems to be at least normal. Get all the gas we could need until hopefully the fuel pump picks up. Always turn the key back on. Don't forget that. That's a crucial step. Oh, and now it cranks. Look at that. Perfect. It's probably going to smoke like a freight train once it actually gets up to temperature, because there's oil all over the exhaust. There was oil in the cylinders because I oiled them before I put everything back together. Look at that. That's the quietest I've ever heard this thing. It's weird to hear it like normal. Whoa. Sounds good back here. It shot out a bunch of rust. It's really not smoking that bad. It probably will as it warms up, but before it gets too hot, I'm gonna cut her off. Plus, I think the fast idle is on, but I gotta do a couple other checks. But I cannot believe it, but this thing finally ran. That's the first time I've heard it run in probably 3 years, 2 to 3 years. Yeah, that's insane. Oh, that was a lot of hard work, but hard work pays off. And now we've got a runner. Had to take a quick break and fix a leak that was happening at the dipstick tube on the transmission side. But I'm filling it up with water right now and just trying to see if this thing will, at least stay cool enough to drive. We're gonna fill this thing up. We're gonna run straight water just to make sure that there are no leaks first, and then we'll add some coolant to it. So we had a small leak at the thermostat housing while I was filling it up with water. I fixed that. And now it's sitting here with coolant, and we're letting it warm up. I'm about to check my timing because I don't know what it's at. The smoke is from the exhaust pipe that's covered in oil, but that's to be expected because my greasy fingerprints have been all over it non-stop. Hook this up, Briar. Let's see what kind of timing we got. Let's see what that is. That's about 900. It's still too high. That's at 7 degrees initial. So I think our idle screw is turned up a little too high is what it is. What is that? 780? Be a little less. 685, 650. Let's see. Now I might advance it a little bit. That right there is barely at top dead center. So let's advance it. I'm gonna shoot for 10. Uh-oh.
No, yeah, an oil leak.
Oil leak?
That's a valve cover.
What?
Right there on that.
Oh, dang it. Well, try and tighten them down. That's right at 10 degrees, around 700 RPM. Still not at the temperature either.
No, the gauge hasn't moved at all.
I don't think I've ever checked the timing on this truck.
Really?
No, I just like, it runs, it's good. That's probably the smoothest it's ever, well, also, this is the smoothest it's ever idled, plus the motor mounts are actually not finger tight this time.
Yeah.
They're tight.
Now it doesn't move around a lot.
No. The valve cover's still dripping.
Really?
Yeah, what the heck? That's pretty good.
Not bad.
We just have a slight drip for this valve cover for some reason. I don't know why. It's all brand new. And Briar, you just tightened it down, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's like dripping like over here in the middle. I don't know. Maybe the valve cover's warped or something, or might need a little extra goopage. I just don't put anything on them though. I never have, and I don't normally have to. But this one you might have to, just put a little bit on it. I don't see any other leaks, do you?
No. It's dry on top of the water pump, so.
It looks good. We're still not up to temperature fully yet, so the thermostat hasn't opened. We're just waiting on that.
Gauge hasn't moved.
This thing's always ran pretty cool. So we're just gonna let it sit here. We can go ahead and check the transmission fluid too while we're at it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's low.
Wow. Oh, gosh.
Very violent.
I thought it was gonna like spin a tire going into reverse. Oh my god.
This transmission has got to be genuinely one of the best shifting I've ever driven. It is insane. Now, like I said, I only paid $75 for the dang thing. We're gonna take it up the road. I've got to see what it drives like now.
Pretty nice.
Do you think it's drivable?
It seems like it.
It definitely needs gas. It's on E. Why don't we run to the gas station real quick and get us some? Uh-oh.
It's fine.
That's new.
Work on that later.
I like my window. Another kick down.
Strike to third.
I think the kick down is. She might still be a little low on fluid too.
Doing good though.
Yeah. Temperature is okay. It's charging. We've got no oil light come on. It's doing it.
Oh yeah.
It's the first time I've driven this thing in 3 years, I guess. It makes me so sad that it's been sitting that long. It's weird driving this thing and it being quiet.
Has there always been like a derby car?
Yeah, it's always been everywhere you go.
You can't even hear the exhaust.
No, you can't. It's honestly kind of depressing. It needs to be a little more loud, don't it?
We have several glass packs.
I might just cut them off. Just do straight manifolds.
I mean, gaining horsepower.
Yes. Yeah, it's going straight to the... yeah, straight to third. So we need to adjust the kick down, and it probably still needs a little more fluid. What does that smoke? Is that more valve cover gasket?
Probably.
Why?
Or is it coming up from the...
It could very well be the manifold itself, because I don't see any oil coming off the plate. Looking from the top side, through the bolt hole.
Are you kidding?
That's one of them that I had to weld.
How do you fix that? Get a new valve cover?
I guess. Oh, there's a lot of oil right there. Oh, it's a drip. Oh, look. Yeah, look at the spark plug wire.
Is it covered?
Yes, it's covered.
Oh, yeah.
It's just pouring out of there. Now that is unrelated. I don't know why it's doing that.
I've tightened it more than I feel comfortable anyway.
That might be gasket related. Maybe we need some good corks.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing leaking. Hey, it could be worse. Don't smell too bad. We'll put high quality 87 in it.
It's probably better than what's got in it.
Absolutely it is. Which it was about empty, so it don't have much. And it has 2 filters in line.
Oh, wow, double cleaning.
This thing's always ran on its factory fuel system, like, since I've had it. And it's had no problems.
Probably die on the way home. Fuel pump just give up.
Why do you do this to me?
Hey, you said it, not me.
You put that on me.
You're the one who jinxed it.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, it's always ran on its factory fuel supply.
It has. It's just a fact.
Well, now it's gonna just like give up on us. Probably won't even start now.
I'm going home. I'm leaving you here.
How many gallons you hold? 20?
I don't know, actually. I put a lot in it before. I'm just gonna put $25 in it. Can I do it?
Oh, on the money.
I'm talented.
Now, will it start back?
Oh, ye of little faith.
Oh, crisp with it.
I know my truck, buddy, and I know it's good.
I don't doubt that now.
She just smokes a little bit, okay?
It's fine, don't we all?
Yeah. That got us just a hair above a quarter tank.
And that was what, 7 gallons
Yeah.
or so?
I think it was like 25 gallons.
That's a big tank.
It is a big tank. Maybe more. It honestly could have been closer to 30. I really don't remember. It can't build up any line pressure so it won't shift hard. I'm telling you, like it would go like that before. It was violent. It's still running very cool. Like the temp gauge is like right above C.
Yeah.
So I just wonder how it would do in a long drive, but that's what it used to do. I think us flushing the cooling system out, the radiator out.
Yeah, the water pump was bad.
Yeah, the water pump was bad. So all that, like getting it cleaned out helped a lot.
Brakes? They function.
They function. Yeah, they do. That's the speedometer that you hear.
Tinging.
Yep. I forgot about that. I gotta take the cable out and grease it and all that garbage. Not accurate at all. It was like 10 miles per hour off.
Yeah.
So I just started ignoring it and now I forget that it does that. You know what?
It's fine.
It's fine.
Who needs it anyway?
I got my tack. I can tell what my RPMs are. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm. Well, if it's not crooked.
You're crooked.
You gotta turn like this.
You know, you're crooked. I like how my red line was set at 6,000 RPM. Why did I do Why?
Ripping burnouts.
Let me put that around 5. This thing doesn't need to go any higher.
Oh, don't you even
4.
lie. You were ripping on this thing.
I don't think it could go that high. I honestly don't think it could go any higher than 4,500. Let's go see.
Hey.
No. Might be I need to check what the timing is because we ended up doing it by ear because the distributor moved a little bit while we were tightening down. So we'll work on that. We'll get her squared away good.
A few minor fixes.
So the valve cover, not tight enough on both sides. Then the kickdown linkage has a bolt and a nut that I put in there because it was a 2-barrel, and when I converted it to a 4-barrel, that's what you got to do to make it all communicate properly. So I had accidentally put the throttle linkage on the wrong side of that bolt. So now it ought to be adjusted properly because I didn't move it. Got it. Look at there. Professional. You didn't think I was going to make it?
No, I didn't. But I expect my head to hit the back glass. You talked it up.
It shifts good. It did at least a few years ago. And there's been no miles on it. Here we go. It may be too tight now.
Wow.
Very firm.
Yes.
Oh yeah. She's low still.
A little bit.
Yeah. I don't see any smoke out the valve covers.
Not yet.
I need to replace the wiper blades. I didn't know they were like that. Look at them.
They're hurting.
Yeah, they're hurting a little bit. Hey, it's on the list. Don't you worry. It's on the list. I'm going to put this truck back into daily use. Like, maybe not daily use, but I used to use this truck as a truck. And I loved it. But all these problems just kind of accumulated and I quit messing with it. So I'm going to reuse this thing now. And that means I got to make it as usable as possible. I guess I spilled more transmission fluid than I realized because it's not even showing on the stick, and I've already put 2 quarts in it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I don't know how it moved.
Honestly, I don't either. We'll do 1 more quart and we'll call that probably close. We felt so good about it. Look at there. That is the original air cleaner for this truck. And we converted it from a 2-barrel to a 4-barrel. We just cut the bottom out of it and then attached a 4-barrel base plate on it. And now the engine bay is complete. We got that beautiful blue and black combo. I absolutely love how it turned out. Very original, very nice, very good looking. Honestly, one of the nicer engine bays we've messed with in a minute.
Yes.
Golly, that blue and black and silver combo, it never gets old. It's unbeaten. Well, we felt so good about the situation, we went ahead and sealed the deal by putting the hood back on it. Now we got to back it out, wash the whole truck again because my nasty little fingerprints are all over the thing, and this thing needs to be cleaned up real good. That's why they call it a bird bath. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Look at this thing. It's so blue. Every time I used to wash it, it would do this. It would get really chalky, and then I would have to scrub the heck out of it again to get it to bring back the paint. I don't know if it's just a type of paint. It's odd. It's really odd why it does that. But there we go. Look at there. It's blue.
At least it doesn't take much to, get it back to where it normally is.
Yeah, it does help. It makes it a lot easier. Oh yeah, look at there. Much better. Good as new. Love to see it. I'm gonna go ahead and wash the rest of the truck 1 more time, and then we're gonna drive it around and see how she does. Now, the transmission will break your neck.
Hit me.
I know it's not as violent as it may seem, but it does shift very firm.
It does shift very good.
I paid $75 for it, okay, Briar? Remember that.
That's more than I'm worth. Hood looks awesome.
It does. It's nice when this thing's clean. It's amazing what it can do.
Like run and drive, like all vehicles should.
Who would have thought? I mean, realistically, we didn't do anything different as far as like performance. We did make it better with a better timing chain, and better gaskets. But really, the truck's essence is exactly the same. It still runs and drives exactly like I remember it. And that's how I wanted it to be. Because it did do very well. It just leaked like crazy. I mean, you saw how many quarts of oil I had in behind the seat. But now, hopefully it won't do that no more. I don't think it will. I mean, I really worked hard on those gaskets to make sure they sealed, and so far so good.
This thing looks awesome. I love it.
Did it sound good?
Oh yeah.
I gave her a little rump, and I didn't get too hard on her. I still got to use it. Okay?
Yes. But it'll get up.
It honestly, I think it did better than it ever has. Again, because we actually checked the timing. I never had said it before.
Just threw it in?
I just said, yep. Well, no, I never touched the distributor. It was always where it was at. I was like, cool.
There it is. Wow.
I told you. It'll throw you.
Still cool?
Still, yeah. Barely above the cold mark.
Wow. It's really not that slow.
I mean, I don't even know if that was full throttle. I'm scared.
I mean, it really did get up better than I thought it would.
It does move on pretty good. That 360 has some pretty good torque. I mean, if you wanted to make this thing fast, you could put a cam and a good converter in it, maybe some headers, but it doesn't need any of that.
No.
It's honestly a really good truck. Figured we could just check it over, make sure it's all right.
I think the engine's still there.
It is running. Nothing blowing out anywhere.
No smoke?
No. I think we fixed it. Yeah.
Funny, when bolts are loose, they don't do their job.
What about that? Truck. Truck. That's a good one right there.
Seems as.
It's better than you think. It will surprise you.
Yes.
How's it drive?
It's pretty good, honestly, but reverse, wow.
Yeah, reverse is violent.
That is aggressive.
You gotta hold your foot really hard down.
It really will shake you.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, pretty nice.
Good?
Pretty good.
Well, Briar, from dead to driving, my first truck's back on the road. What'd you think?
That's awesome. I love it. It looks so good.
It turned out a whole lot better. I mean, just as good as I remember it, but we have really improved on it and made it just so good under the hood. I mean, it's immaculate nearly. I love the way this truck turned out. The wheels shined up nice. The paint shined up real nice. The interior is as clean as it's ever been. And I'm so happy that we get to use this thing and put it back on the road, put more miles on it, and enjoy it for what it is. And it's a truck. My favorite truck, my first truck, the one I drove off when I got married, the one I went on my first date. So it's been in the family forever, and it's not going to go anywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. If you have a question for me, feel free to leave a comment. T-shirts and stickers are down in the link in the description below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.